Hey y'all, Mike Fitchett here. So today's Friday. Here in Michigan, we still have turkey hunting until the 31st of May. I've never been turkey hunting before, but I've vowed to myself to be a more broad range hunter. Um, Done a lot of reading, read a couple of Steve Rinella's inputs on turkey. A couple of other guys reading magazines and articles, anything I can find. There's no limit to the amount of information that's out there. I mean, you just go on Twitter and you follow a couple of these outfitters and stuff, and they give you all sorts of information. But until you get out there and do it, you don't know what to expect. A little nervous, a little excited. I went to a local gun supply place today because I embarrassingly found out that choke is a thing. Choke is what I use to start my mower or start my weed whacker. Or choke is what I do when someone is giving me a hard time, and I'll choke them. No, never choked anybody. So yeah, my Remington 870 field combo came with what I call a bird barrel. I've used it to shoot rabbits. Didn't even realize that there's a choke in the thing. I remember when unboxing it, when I bought it just a couple of years ago, that it came with a metal little thing, and just pushed it aside. I don't know what this is. I'm using the rifle barrel and I'm shooting rabbits. I don't know what this does. So yesterday I pulled it out and it said right on it, modified choke, and I'm like, cool, now I know what a choke is. So I did some research and stuff, and I picked myself up it's over there somewhere, picked myself up a super full choke. Not just a full choke, a super full choke, which I guess is great for shooting turkeys. And I got me some Remington Nitros, because that's what I read was good. But yeah, so I'm heading out tomorrow morning, got a couple of calls. I've tried to work the little, bear with me. This thing, you see that? I don't know. Like, this thing, it seems a lot easier to me, That sounds like a turkey. This, I'm watching YouTube videos. You're supposed to sand this thing in one direction, but it came already kind of sanded in a couple of different directions. I got one little noise out of it once that sounded like a turkey. See, I'm sure I'm holding it wrong. A turkey coming? Anyways, I'll figure it out. But that's what this journey is about for me, is, read what I can, go out in the field, try it out. I expect to fail. I expect to be unsuccessful, but I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to tweak what I'm doing, and I'm going to go do it again. That's what this thing's all about. I'm 33 years old, and I've spent, the last 15 years of hunting, sitting in a tree stand above a pile of corn, shooting deer every year and calling myself successful. With all the reading and stuff I've done, that's not successful. A true outdoorsman is out there hunting public land, or if they're hunting private land, they're fair chasing. If I lose my lease tomorrow, I have not acquired the skills to go get game. I mean, if my buddy who has some property north of me, for my rabbit hunting, we stomp the same piles every year, the same 8-10 piles. We throw a couple pine trees out every year from Christmas, and we know those are going to be good. Outside of that stuff, I'm successful. I shoot rabbits every year. I shoot a big buck every year. I take a doe. My freezer's full. That's not enough for me anymore. This is, I submitted an article to a couple outdoor magazines where I stated that I don't want a hobbyist attitude towards something that's so near and dear to me. I love hunting. I love fishing. I love how I feel when I've gotten an animal and then I'm able to serve it to my wife and to my daughter, and I want to be more involved in the process. I'm butchering my own deer this year. Never done it before. I'm sure I'm going to fuck that up too. But, you know, I'm going to learn, and I'm going to tweak, and I'm going to do it again. So this is Mike signing out. I'm going to be hitting you guys up with some videos this weekend or after this weekend. Hopefully I'm successful. My journey from average to expert, it's on its way. Getting started tomorrow morning. Thanks, y'all.